Now, you mentioned it a little while back. Did something happen between you and Little Meech?
Oh yeah, one day, Lil Meech, after the last time I talked to Meech, once they understood that I had this paperwork for some reason, me and Lil Meech was just fine. Like my nephew's coming to my house here in Miami, smoking when his mama still wouldn't let him smoke it in her house. And you know what I'm saying? Everything was fine and cool with me and Lil Meech. And I called him over to the house one day, gave him the information. He was going to be going on a visit to his dad in a couple weeks. And I gave him the information and told him to memorize it and tell his dad what was going on. So I know he knew. And from that point, motherfuckers in Detroit started saying that Lil Meech and his sister was running around saying that their daddy was saying that I wasn't no good. And, you know, he didn't say that I was a rat, but he was just saying that I wasn't no good. So I didn't mean if I ain't hold him down or whatever it was. I guess trying to turn people against me. So that was the first that was with Lil Meech. And then next thing you know, when the TV show dropped, me and him had a big argument in one of the stores. He came in and was talking shit. And I was finna try to get my son and him to go get a head up fade and shit, him and my son, because my son was in there working at the time. He was talking all that shit. Ain't like I'm just gonna rip him apart. This one of our kids. You know what I'm saying? I held him as a baby in my arms. So I don't look at him as a peer that I need to be going to fisticuffs with or nothing like that. He's more like a kid I put over my lap and give him a spanking. It's kind of how I look at him. So I would rather tell my son, hey, bro, take this fade, man. You know, the kids could get down in my name and our names and his daddy in my name. They could get down and shit like that. And then, you know, Meech had contacted my cousin Bull and telling him he wanted to get, why is Blue out there arguing with Lil Meech? And he told him, man, Lil Meech came disrespectful for what? He said, well, why, what, for what? Why is he, and this little bitch ass nigga name got brought up. And Meech's like, what the fuck he doing talking to this nigga? And all this shit that went on. But then he was telling my cousin he wanted to get on the phone with me and talk to me. And that was just the last I heard from him. Like, I never talked to him from that situation or nothing. That was 2017. I'm saying, so now shit, it's 5 years later, Brody. We're in 2023. You feel me? It's 5 years later, and it is what it is. Now you got the TV show out with the whole nation, like, oh yeah, this the shit. This ain't how it went. And guess what? Look at this information. Now everybody reevaluate what they doing. What's happening?
Overall, how do you feel about the TV show?
Well, I ain't watched that much of it, but, you know, I'm an actor and shit. So I've been, like I was saying, I've been doing film and shit like that since I was 19 years old, bro. I'm 44. I didn't co-star, not co-star, but supporting cast in the Tupac film and shit. I didn't got killed by leprechauns in movies. Like, I done did quite a few things, you know what I'm saying? So I like TV. So I'm gonna like it anyway, just because I like TV. But I know it. So I just know, like, you know what I'm saying? I lived it. So it's like, I didn't live that part, but I know the part that I did live. What they telling is merging it together, and it wasn't there then. So to me, it's just not real. It's not believable to me. Most of the shit that happened, I already knew that it happened. Like the real shit that happened with him, I already knew from over the years living with him. He done told me all of the stories and shit before. So most of the shit that you will see, I already know. But all of the added shit, the fabricated shit, is what make me like don't watch it like that. Like how I watch Snowfall. See, because I don't know Freeway Ricky and them story like that. I just know of it a little bit. I wasn't in it to know it. To watch Snowfall and be like, man, this shit's some bullshit. Like, this shit didn't go like that. This shit wasn't like that. This nigga didn't even talk like that. Like, bro, who is writing this shit? Like, I can't say that about Snowfall. It's just good TV for me. It's just fucking one of the best movies on TV. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So I don't have nothing to say bad about the Starz production on the film or the writers or whatever they writing. They only can write the information they're getting. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't got the right people around for the writers to feed off of and write the story, then it's going to turn out like that. So it's to be expected. But I think it's shot pretty good. I think the actors are doing pretty good. I think Lil Meech is doing good. You know what I'm saying? He surprised me a lot because he's a real quiet kid. He's like real soft-spoken and quiet, don't really talk. He'll be in a room full of people, won't say shit. And just to see him just come out of that shell and do the interviews and be more vocal and shit, you know, I was proud of him for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So much as people think I got beef with him and don't like him and shit like that, it ain't even nothing like that, bro. Even that he done been disrespectful and all that. I look at it like one of the kids getting mad at the parents and talking shit. Man, fuck my daddy. I don't want to fucking clean up these motherfucking dishes, nigga. Bitch ass nigga. That's why. Blah, 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 blah. That's how I looked at Lil Meech going on his rant. Even though I got mad and wanted my son to take the fade, I still didn't like, yeah, we gonna fuck this nigga up, nigga, next week or when we catch him at a show. It ain't nothing like that. It's still family. Like, even Meech's family, the people that I got close to and shit like that, I don't look at them a certain kind of way because he did some third-party cooperation, you know what I'm saying? Even if they don't like me because of the information. Like, the truth can't be considered disrespect, bro. It is what it is, my nigga. Now, you can hate me, or you can say, hey, he kept it 100, or you can never talk to me. You could try me, see how that turn out, whatever. I'm just here for it. You feel me?
What's up? This is Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Capone News.